What is up? This is Dragon Slayer, and I'm streaming live on Twitch. I'm playing The Elder Scrolls Online. More often than not, when I'm playing this game, I'm doing PvP, but today I'm just doing some questing. So, let's get to it. Let's see. This character has completed all the main quests and whatnot. Really just has zone quests left to do. Let's go ahead. Well, I don't necessarily need to abandon that crap. I could just keep moving, I guess. Oh, where do I want to quest today? Alright, so this guy is, well, this is really universal to the damn, to the account, but yeah, I'm at Champion 733, so, of course, my goal is to get to Champion 810, the max CP level, before they change the max again, right? Yeah, we should have the so-called rested bonus. In this, it's enlightened. It's not rested bonus, right? Good quest here. Though I have plenty of characters that will be questing there. Right. Yeah, let's see. I suppose we should go here. Again, just like to point out, one of the, I think it's quickly becoming a pet peeve of mine, load screens in ESO. Really like the way Destiny 2 handles that when they have plenty of load screens as well. But in Destiny 2, they allow you to hop into your user interface during load screens, which is great. This one, not so much. I guess the other MMO I'm playing, World of Warcraft Classic, load screens are pretty nominal because, I mean, there are load screens, but it just, things don't take as long, right? It goes pretty fast. Waiting. What am I playing? PlayStation? Like I'm playing ESO on PlayStation 2. Loading. Come on, ESO. Now, I suppose in defense of ESO, I am running a number of apps in the background, so that might have something to do with the slow load times. The other thing is that I do not have this game on my SSD. It is on the regular hard drive, which of course slows things down. Let's see. going for... Yes, let's go talk to Razumdar.
Ah, this one has been looking for you. Raz's investigations have brought him to Relanthiel. When this one noticed your Sijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum, the island that isn't here anymore? Ugh, that made Raz's head hurt. Yes, this one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. In Raz's experience, very little good comes from dealing with Daedra or their cultists. And this revelation brings you to Relanthiel, yes? That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well, Raz saw Valserin head toward Canonry Farmeldo's house. This one suggests we start our investigation of the area there.
Right, moving out. Alright, so this character, I guess you could call my main, right? Certainly my main crafter.
Bet the dead of Tanzelwell had
I
a
think
lot to
it's
say.
my only character that I've completely completed the main quest lines, including the quest lines with the 5 and the companion quests and the zone quests for pretty much all the vanilla zones, if you will. I still have the expansion zones to complete those zone quests, so as I'm leveling up, that's what I'll be working on. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, well. Haha.
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. A wandering sage, a well-dressed Khajiit, and you. What brings such a group to Relanthiel? Investigating? For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole that recently appeared. What are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence. I can't understand why they're fascinated with the sinkhole, but that doesn't make them criminals. It's unusual for newcomers to encroach upon Altmer affairs, especially since we rarely saw any prior to the Queen's decree. If you want to investigate, I won't try to stop you. And if anything happens, maybe it will teach my son to avoid the place.
Raz wants to ask the Canon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Sijic and go investigate the sinkhole.
Right. So, going to investigate the sinkhole. Go ahead and eat some food. That good food buff, right? Oops. Again, one of the things I mentioned in discussion on game design while playing World of Warcraft Classic is the differences between ESO
I'll meet you in the
and
sinkhole.
WoW when it comes to finding crafting materials. As you can see, looking at this Ancestor Silk, it has a glow around it, right? So they're easy to spot in the environment. No mini-map needed, right? There's no mini-map in the corner where the crafting materials pop up there. I don't need to look at the mini-map. I could just look at the main screen and find all the crafting materials I need. So it keeps my eyes focused on the game, not on the mini-map. One of the things I like about ESO, especially in comparison.
Dawnbreaker, open the way! Oh, come on. Stupid Daedric interference. I'll be back.
Alright. Well, not sure what that was about. Guess we'll find out. Again, I really like the user interface in this game, not having a mini-map and keeping my eyes on the game as opposed to the user interface is a better solution, in my opinion. Alright, so one of the advantages of leveling by going through and doing these zone quests is that the zone quests give a lot of experience and, of course, skill points. Always skill points starved on characters that are crafters. And this is my main crafter. If we ever get out of this load screen, I'll go through that, show you that. Right. So,
He attacked Eldon, and one of those horrible creatures tore off my hood.
right. Alright, so, yeah. Here we see alchemy. Got points in every single passive for alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, jewelry crafting, provisioning, and of course woodworking. And I have some extra skill points to spare if I need them. Again, this is my main. Let's go ahead and see what I'm equipped with currently. We're rocking Celine's Visage and Pauldrons. Need to get those up to gold. And Morkeldens, mostly gold. Slodes, need to get these up to purple. But we're all not too shabby.
That young woman was certainly in a hurry. And what was that about an Adoral and an attack? Yes, well, let's be on our guard then. I don't think this sinkhole is completely natural. Its size concerns me. If the ground continues to fall away, it could swallow all of Relenfield. It certainly feels dangerous. And if it does figure into the Court of Bedlin's plans, well, I can't think of a more frightening event than watching Relenfield get swallowed by a sinkhole. Let's proceed and find out what's going on down here.
Now, one of the downsides of doing this, and from my perspective anyways, from just kind of having fun, is that these enemies are tuned for characters that are not nearly as powerful as mine, right? Give you a better example of what I mean. What's this guy? Hey, little buddy. Hey, it's my banker. Sweet. Picked that up recently. Like that. I don't need any of this crap though through here. Right, so just kind of go invisible here. Right, I can easily walk through multiple enemies. Just literally walking through them. It's like it's freaking nothing. So it would be kind of nice if there was an option for a difficulty level switch, I guess, so that I could go from normal to legendary or something along those lines to make this a little more challenging. Now, of course, this being an MMO, I could always change my clothes. I could be wearing white gear instead of purples and golds, right? So, in a sense, it has that, right? But
The walls and ceiling, they don't look stable. I'll try to reinforce the weak spots and catch up with you.
yeah, you do that, Sijik. Nice thing about the ESO is anyone can use stealth, right? Now, Nightblades, which this guy is, have an extra ability that allows them to be even stealthier. Yeah, I just basically two-shot that guy. Like, yo, B, what you got? Nothing. That's what they got. And you just saw a bear appear, and these golden swords here. Again, this is part of my armor. This guy procs a 15% chance to call a primal spirit that mauls the closest enemy for, 15k. Then Morkildens, 10% chance to summon an animated weapon and attack your enemies for 15 seconds. And those do 6.5 per second. And then Slodes, procs 10% chance of fire a Shatter Pearl at your enemy, dealing 3% of the target's max health and oblivion damage every second for 6 seconds. So basically this guy's entire armor set is just, waiting to proc, doing damage, doing extra damage through proc.
More of those Yabu creatures. Be careful.
So this is his AoE bar, and then this single target.
It's almost as if someone dug up through the island.
Is someone there? Help! Please help! Crazy bastard stabbed me! God, this hurt. It was just kind of fun. Joining the Court of Bedlam. Espousing the virtues of our Ultima heritage. But Doral took things too far. When we heard that they planned to release those creatures, I made the mistake of saying they were insane. Doral objected, called me unworthy. That's when he stabbed me.
the Court of Bedlam will eradicate the lesser races. Maybe even deal with our unworthy queen.
Right. And I should probably be on my AoE bar here. But even making tactical errors, you can still pretty much just walk through these guys. It's not really a challenge.
Over here. Keep quiet and tell me if you see what I see.
I see bad guys.
You see that, right? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. That's a sea slode. They haven't been seen in Somerset since, well, it's been centuries at least. A vile and dangerous
Plot
species.
thickens.
Very powerful. The sea slode come from the distant underwater kingdom of Ulvorkus. Who's that hooded figure with the slode? And look, more of those abyssal pearls. They're everywhere. The slode are a godless people.
Oh, those damn
Perhaps
godless
most
people.
hated in Tamriel. And the sea slode are even worse. They employ depraved magic and have long coveted Somerset. They believe it once belonged to them. They pillage, release plagues. They're horrible. The hooded figure could be a member of this so-called Court of Bedlam. At this point, nothing would surprise me. That slode has me worried, though.
I need more
Can't think of
caffeine for this.
anything worse than an alliance between those foul beasts and Daedric cultists. They could certainly have a connection to the Sea Slode's submerged kingdom, but they appear to have been placed down here. Look how the Yagra are drawn to them. I'll head for the Sea Slode. You deal with those abyssal pearls.
Alright, off to destroy some abyssal pearls.
Heed me, my creatures! Destroy the intruders!
Please.
That young idiot. We need to get over there.
Witness the power of Kator on the Abyssal Cabal!
Impressive. Bordering unspectacular. Alright, moving up. I vaguely recall going through this during closed beta or open beta for this expansion. I don't think I've gone through it on any of my characters on live yet, so it's always good to go ahead and complete these kinds of things. And that's why we're here for the story, right? I guess. Moving out. I seem to remember it was a little more difficult in beta, but then again, in beta, I was probably playing with a brand new character, not this beast. Speaking of beasts, another cool feature of this guy, a freaking werewolf. And he does lots of damage. And his stuff procs in werewolf form. It's just not fair, right?
Have need of a zombie?
Hey, go away. Kind of want to switch this up a little bit, bring it a little closer in the line with what I'm normally doing. guess that's fine. And you feed on enemies who, if you notice, this bar here keeps decreasing. That's the length of time that I can be a werewolf. You can bring that back up by devouring your enemies after you slaughter them, right? Pretty cool. So you can be a werewolf pretty much indefinitely, right? None of these guys have any chance against this tune. Not even fair, right?
This way, up here.
Alright, looks like I've completed whatever quests I need down here. Let's kill some more guys, right? We are here for mainly for the XPs. Yeah, this guy's a beast.
Damn, no sign of where the sea slow disappeared to.
That bastard.
Damn it, I wasn't fast enough. For the time being, let's see what's through that opening.
Good idea.
The sea slow left us something to remember it by. We need to dispatch that creature.
Yeah, and I seem to remember this in closed beta or in beta for this expansion that this guy was pretty tough. See what it's like now, right? Not so tough.
There! I think we can get out over there.
Loading. Loading. Again, it'd be great if I could access my user interface while in load screen, so at least I have something interesting to look at, right? Maybe do something useful. Like, I don't know, look at my CP, assign points, or champion points, that kind of thing, right? Look at my inventory, maybe do some inventory management while I'm in there. I don't know, there's got to be something better to do than just sit here and look at this screen during load screens. Right, so speaking of that, let's see. I gained a level yet. Just about to. Doesn't look like it was well placed.
Cease loads. This is worse than the Reichmaster imagined. Meet me in Artaeum after you talk to the Queen's Eye.
Right.
Did the pretty Sijik say Ceaselord? No. Raz must have heard wrong. That could not have been what she said. Slode? That's bad. And Ceaselord? That sounds even worse. If the Ceaselord threatens Somerset, Queen Irene must be informed. We need to act. Wait. What did you say about the Cannon Reeve's son? Daedra worshippers. In Somerset. And Slode. Oh, Raz likes this situation less and less. As for Nedoril, Raz knows how to deal with traitors. This one will meet you at the Cannon Reeve's house.
Too easy. Right. Grab our trusty steed. Not testy. Trusty. And move on out. Oh, look, shiny. Alright, go back to this dude's place and deal with the trader's son.
The Eye of the Queen? How dare you accuse my son of treason? The Queen's Eye. How dare he not identify himself when he first arrived? And how dare he accuse my foolish son of something as serious as treason? The Queen shall hear of this, mark my words.
Oops.
Ceaselode? Plus all this nonsense about Altmer's superiority, and now murder? I am the Cannon Reeve of Relenthil. I took an oath to serve and protect my community. How in the Queen's name am I supposed to reconcile my son's actions?
Kill.
Oh, Nedoril, what have you done? Please, you must talk to the Queen's Eye. He needs to show mercy. I'm sure we can find a way to resolve this without... Oh, here comes Nedoril now.
I have a lot to answer for? The Court of Bedlam is going to turn me into a god.
Foolishness can be ignored. Murder and treason, not so much.
You and your queen have no authority over a true Altmer, you mangy cat.
This one cannot allow your crimes to stand unanswered.
Nedoril! No! No! I understand. Relenthil is loyal to the Queen.
That's right. Death to the traitors.
Sometimes the eye sees treason and must cut it out before it spreads. This one is sorry you had to witness that.
Now, why would we do that?
Blasphemy, treason, murder. How many crimes must one commit to attract the attention of the executioner's blade? Raz, this treason and the Queen's justice are serious business. Raz has been forced into this role on rare occasions, but he never seeks it out or looks forward to wielding the blade. A necessary part of my job, yes. No. Raz will see to the Cannon Reeve and send word to the Queen before looking deeper into the Court of Bedlam. You should return to Artaeum and let the Sijiks know what we learned. I tell you, Five Claw, this whole situation makes Raz want to hiss.
Alright, so I guess off to Artaeum. Let's see. Another thing I like about this particular game over, say, World of Warcraft Classic is instant travel. Now, I could instantly travel to where I'm going from here, but it costs extra money. I'm sure I have extra money, but I can just move to one of those transitus shrines and transport to wherever I want to go in the world pretty much instantly. Well, load screen. I guess maybe flying on the back of some flying beast is preferable to a load screen, but neither here nor there. Oops, I completely missed it. Seems like this zone's kind of been abandoned since the latest expansion, Elsewhere, came out. Plenty of crafting materials all around, right? Again, I could, I could transit automatically to any of these by paying 146. Won't. I could just use the actual way shrine to transit for free. So we are going to Artaeum. To turn in this quest. Loading. I guess at the end of the day, load screen's still faster than or 10-second or 15-second load screen's still faster than flying from place to place in World of Warcraft, right? Man. Getting these load screens, I think they're getting longer. I don't know. It's probably the fact that I've got a number of apps open. And there's also the fact that, again, I don't have this game on my SSD drive. It's a little too big for my SSD drive, to be honest. Or rather, it isn't, but it is, given that I've got a bunch of other games sitting on it that are also in my regular rotation here. And by the way, speaking of my regular rotation, today is Monday, and later, around 1700 Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, I will be playing Divinity 2. What's the Sins of something 2? Right. It's on sale on Steam. Of course, it's considered one of the better RPGs that have come out in the last few years. So we'll give that one a try. Now, that said, I am a noob to that game, so don't expect expert level play. Even though, when it comes to video games, I am a bit of a freaking expert. So, there's that. Alright, where are we going here? Who are we turning into? Or turning this into? Talk to the Right Master. So we're going to the Right Master study, just as the indicator indicates. Right.
Ah, friend of Valcerin. I've been informed that you encountered a sea sload in a sinkhole beneath Relenthiel. That bodes ill for Somerset, perhaps all of Nirn. I fear there are difficult days ahead. I'm familiar with that particular sea sload and its renegades. Call themselves the Abyssal Cabal. I thought I defeated them long ago, but it appears I was in error. What about the pearls? Valcerin mentioned you encountered more in the sinkhole. Val described those seaborne monstrosities. I have a vague recollection of Katora utilizing such creatures in the past, but for some reason, the memories refuse to snap into focus. I suppose that's another mystery I'll need to look into. The Daedric princes require minions to carry out their will, and the Slode have always had an interest in the green and pleasant island. It isn't hard to see why they might work together. For now, you have my thanks for assisting Valcerin. I asked the Conclave of the 11 Forces to ponder how we can learn more from the Abyssal Pearl. With the additional information you provided, I expect that Iridel or Amalira will be able to develop a new avenue of investigation now. The augury ritual revealed the connection to the Court of Bedlam and pointed to trouble in Relenthiel. Now we need to determine where Katora and the Sea Slodes are hiding. The Abyssal Pearl should be able to point us in the right direction. Meet me in the main gallery. We can consult with the rest of the Conclave and use the scrying pool to continue our probe of the Pearl. As much as this situation concerns me, I must admit, I somewhat enjoy being in the middle of the action again.
Yes, we all do.
The Abyssal Pearl, it's gone.
Gone? How? I set the protections personally.
How could the Abyssal Pearl disappear like that? It makes no sense. A few hours ago, we left it in the scrying pool in the main gallery while the members of the Conclave of the 11 Forces went to deal with other matters of importance. When I returned, I immediately noticed that the pearl was missing. Yes, that's standard procedure when dealing with an unknown relic. But that just makes the pearl's disappearance more troubling. Something about this feels wrong. The Conclave serves as the Order's ruling body. It takes its name from the 11 forces of nature that we revere and follow as part of the old ways. The Conclave assists the Right Master with matters of study, policy, and significant research.
Alright, getting to the bottom of this.
See what the scrying pool reveals. There's something happening on the beach.
It's the Yagra. They're invading Artaeum.
The Pearl. Somehow it was used to summon the Yagra. We need to defend the beach.
Wait, is that a sword?
That would be mine. I'm on my way to help. Eventually.
The Golden Knight and his sword can wait. The Yagra are our primary concern.
Alright.
The scrying pool revealed that Yagra have invaded our island. They must have somehow used the Abyssal Pearl to open a pathway. We need to get down to the beach and repel the invaders. The Sea Slode have always been envious of Artaeum and its secrets. From the beach, they can reach the ruins of the College of Sigix, where we store relics and other items of arcane significance. If the Sea Slode acquire any of those artifacts, that's a mystery we can solve after we deal with the immediate problem. We need to get down to the beach, destroy the Pearl, and close the Yagra's portal. Will you aid me in these endeavors?
Of course.
Follow the Right Master. I'll portal myself and meet you there.
It is nice to have a 60-60-60 horse, or mount. Alright, just kind of following the marker there, the quest marker. Again, one of the things that I've actually enjoyed about playing World of Warcraft Classic is there aren't these constant markers everywhere to lead you along the quest to kind of hold your hand. You've got to read the quest and figure it out for yourself, right?
We can reach the beach through this section of the old college.
Beaches.
Hurry, this way. Before we charge into certain danger, you need to know something isn't right. I remember defeating Katora, but somehow the creature and its cabal have returned. And the pearl, I have a vague memory of moving it myself. I am unsettled. That's just it, the vague memory. It feels as though it belongs to someone else. Forgive me. We can worry about that later. Now, we need to find the Abyssal Pearl and cut off its connection to Artaeum. Only then can we stop the flow of Yagra. Very good. After the Pearl is destroyed, we need to search the vaults and make sure none of the creatures breached the defenses. I tried to examine the area through the scrying pool, but something blocked my efforts. Are you ready to proceed?
Always ready. Moving out.
There's the Pearl. Destroy it and close that portal.
That.
Now let's go check on the vaults.
Moving out.
This way! Hurry! These ancient vaults house relics of great power and unusual nature. I sense... Yes, Katora is here. Be on your guard, friend of Valsuren. The Sea Slode, or one of its agents. I have a strange feeling, so be on your guard. I can think of a number of likely candidates, including a few relics we believe originated in the ancient Sea Slode kingdom of Ulverkus. Let's get to the central rotunda and begin our search there. Mephalla's Daedra! They sealed the chamber. We'll need to go through them.
Mephala has sealed this place, mortal flea!
Barrier of webs. Burn it away so we can enter the rotunda.
Burn it away. Okay.
Another Daedric intrusion?
My apologies. Daedric interference and Artaeum's own defenses delayed my arrival. Mephalla's webs? Oh, I hate those things. Allow me. Damn it! You found me again. I'll return when I can.
A champion of Meridia? At least he was helpful.
Damn, champions of Meridia. I just kind of search these random things, yeah. Probably don't need any of that crap. Right, moving out.
Katora? I killed you. I remember our battle as clear as day.
You remember exactly what I want you to remember. And thanks to the orbs of Brock and Drell, your deepest memories will be mine. Back one, this does not concern the likes of you.
I'm not a worm, bro.
We need to hurry if we're going to help the right master.
Whatever, I'm gonna check these bookshelves first. There's a old bug with these bookshelves. Well, not these ones in particular, but just bookshelves in general, where there's at least one set of them, or one place where you hit the book and it would, instead of being the same book, it would be different books. So you could potentially exploit that by seeing any number of books, and of course some books are skill books, right? So I always check. I always hit them twice. Make sure that it's the same book each time, right? Right, I think I've got them all here. Let's just make sure. Alright, where am I going? No need to read. Because I have a quest marker, right?
It's a good thing I followed you after I alerted the rest of the Conclave. I think I can counteract Katura's mind magic, but I'll need your help. Katura is using the power of the Orbs of Brackenfell to enhance his mind magic and lock the Rightmaster in a mental grip. From what I can discern, the Sea Slode is flipping through his memories as you or I would turn the pages of a book. An ancient implement. 3 matched orbs that our Relic Master believes originated in the Sea of Pearls. We long suspected they were connected to the Sea Slode. Katura thinks the power of the relic will keep us from interfering, but I have an idea. Take this ward key. It will disable the protections on the repositories so you can locate the Ulvor staff and bring it to me. I can use the staff to breach the barrier and aid the Rightmaster. Just watch out for any lingering Yagra.
Too easy. So, go save the princess, right? Kill, kill, kill. Let's see. So I have a ways to the next level. Right, moving out. Must be some pretty cool relics to have, right? Why can't I have them? Alright, checking books. Not like I'm gonna pick up too many skill books. I mean, guy has most of the skills available. And as far as lore books, don't really need them, because this guy, the main reason to get lore books
Cease
is
your struggles. Your memories belong to Katora now.
main reason to get the lore books is to get up to level 10 in the Mages Guild. Right? The way you level the Mages Guild is by getting lore books. Already have that, right? Yeah, still need to work on some of this stuff. Undaunted. Yeah, nice one. Right. I need to raise that up. Could have Soul Strike if I wanted it. Yeah, level 50s, right? Level 50s. Okay, my Destro staff is at 45, Resto at 42. But most of the stuff I have is 50, right? This guy's been pretty much every build you can imagine at some point. I've kind of settled on a stand build Nightblade. Pretty fun.
Your mind is my mind, Ikesus. Reveal your memories to me.
Sounds like it's getting serious. Right? Huh. Well, whatever. Battering ram action.
You can't resist forever. The heart of transparent law will be mine.
I won't. Again, check these bookshelves. Make sure they're not bugged. I am a game tester at heart. Love doing things that the game designers did not anticipate. And looking for bugs. Really one and the same. Ooh, recipe. Alright, known. Okay, whatever. Moving out. Back to the Central Rotunda.
We're running out of time. Whatever the Sea Sloat searches for in the Rightmaster's mind, I believe it is close to finding it. Have you brought me the Ulvor staff? Excellent. And it appears to be in perfect condition. With the staff, I'm certain I can pierce the barrier and open a path to the Mindscape, where the Rightmaster struggles against Keturah. Not we. You. I need to remain here to anchor you to the physical world.
That makes sense.
Into Keturah's mind. We'll use the connection between them to put you where you can actually hurt the Sea Sloat within its own mindscape. Keturah's mindscape is the perfect place to hurt the Sea Sloat. It's where he's most vulnerable. In a place where thoughts become reality, you'll be able to stop Keturah once and for all. Now touch this.
Right. Go kill more stuff.
Touch the Ulva stuff and enter the mindscape.
Moving.
You dare enter my domain,
Pretty cool.
Use the Guardians to reveal each protected memory. You'll weaken Keturah and learn something at the same time.
A bargain is a bargain. The island for the heart of transparent law.
Yes, yes, just as we agreed. But only a portion of the crystal. We don't want to alert the Sapiarchs too soon.
Tell your fellow princes all will be well. The Right Master is no match for my mind magic.
So Nocturnal has assured me. Don't disappoint us, Keturah.
Freaking Clavicus Vile. Well, these guys. Dead. That's what they are. Sorry, Slodes. Can't fade me, yo.
I lured you here for one purpose, worm.
Your Abyssal Cabal may defeat me, but you'll never stand against the entire Sigigor.
Once again you fail to grasp the obvious. When the time is right, you will do exactly as I command. Until then, forget.
Love all the neurons. It's pretty cool. It's really cool, actually.
The Right Master's waking up. You need to press on.
Pressing on.
I will enter the Crystal Tower. I will take the heart of transparent law.
Yes. Yes. Hide it away until I call for you to give it to me. Not even the princes must know where it is.
Plot thickens. Right, moving out.
My memory shields! You destroyed them!
Right, looks like we got a real boss fight now.
Feel the crushing weight of your own insignificance.
How about I just turn into... Oh, he stopped me from turning into a werewolf. What a jerk. Alright, fair enough, I guess. I can't turn into anything right. Can't switch weapons. Screwed. Alright, well, whatever. I might be screwed, but I'm still not screwed enough not to be able to take this guy. Why can't I switch freaking weapons?
I'm taking the Right Master back to his study.
Whatever.
You need to get out of there. Use the staff to exit the mindscape. Then talk to Sothathiel.
Still can't switch weapons.
A sea slode. Interesting.
It's freaking
I haven't
Sothathiel.
dissected such a specimen in an exceedingly long unit of temporal measurement. Valcerin took the Right Master to Kapora Tower to administer to his wounds. Luckily for you, I arrived in time to help Valcerin open a path out of the Slode's dying mind. What did you learn before the mindscape collapsed? Yes, I surmised as much. The triad of Daedric princes has become bold in its attempts to influence Nirn, though influence seems to be the least of their goals. The Slode, however, was unable to harvest whatever memory it sought from the Right Master. That revelation disturbs me. I feared the Crystal Tower was too tempting a target for the Daedric Triad. I need to ponder the full implications of their plot. Meanwhile, I suggest you go to Kapora Tower and see how the Right Master is faring.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Moving up. Still can't swap weapons. Why is that? I have other weapons. It's weird. I don't know if it's bug or feature. I'm assuming it's a bug. Oops. Something odd going on with the game right now. Yeah, I can switch weapons again. And I'm not stuck in slow freaking motion. Sweet. Moving out. Hey look, a chest. Crafting materials. Oh, it's mine. Jerk. Right, moving out. Turn in this quest.
As you wish, Right Master. I shall travel to Lillandril immediately.
And I'll send word to the Eye of the Queen.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, friend of Valserin. What the two of you did to help me, that was a step beyond. Thank you. And it seems you accomplished what I failed to do. You ended the threat of Katora. Katora tricked me in the past, made me remember a victory I never won. Then he planted a compulsion, forced me to steal the heart of transparent law from the Crystal Tower. Apparently I hid it and forgot about it. He sought that memory. The Crystal Tower stands as a mystical protection for Somerset. Transparent law, a crystal at the top of the tower, serves as its source of power. With the heart removed from the crystal, the protection provided by the tower slowly weakens. Yes, a smaller gem that had been embedded in the larger crystal. If the Daedric princes acquire the heart, they could take control of the Crystal Tower. Valserin and Oriandra will warn Somerset, while I try to remember where I hid the heart. You helped me remember my true encounter with Katora and his Abyssal Cabal. I remember how they defeated me 300 years ago, compelled me to do their bidding, made me forget. For now, I need solitude to seek the memories that still elude me. Perhaps the Psijic sages can help me remember where I hid the heart of transparent law. At least you stopped Katora before the Sea Slode gained that knowledge. In the meantime, we must warn the Sapiarchs of the threat to the Crystal Tower. The Sapiarchs are Somerset's foremost scholars. They are the keepers of the Crystal Tower and the custodians of the College of Sapiarchs. Among their many responsibilities, they have trained every heir who ever sat upon Alinor's throne. I sent Valserin to Lillandril, where the College of Sapiarchs is located, to scout the area and see if the Court of Bedlam has made any moves against them. I need you to travel to Alinor to secure the Proxy Queen's permission to enter the college. My actions have weakened the Crystal Tower and endangered Somerset. I hate to think what else that foul creature forced me to do with its powerful mind magic. Forgive my musings. I'll send word to Alinor so that the Proxy Queen knows to expect you.
Too easy.
While we have never been formally introduced, the Proxy Queen is quite familiar with the reputation of the Psijic Order and its Right Master. She will adhere to the ancient dictates and provide the assistance we need in this matter. No, I doubt Katora's magic could reach to Artaeum once I removed it from the world. I think that's why I hid the island, a sort of preservation instinct. If not for the Abyssal Pearl, Katora would never have been able to exert its influence again. I sent Valserin to Lillandril to scout the area around the College of Sapiarchs. She'll meet you there once you get the Proxy Queen's permission. As for Oriandra, I sent her to warn Razumdar, the Eye of the Queen. He needs to be informed. Queen Iren's regent while she's away. Proxy Queen Alwyn Arwe oversees the governance of Somerset from the Royal Palace in Alinor. I've never met her, but all reports indicate she's fair, if a bit set in her ways. The Sapiarchs are the sages
yada,
of
yada,
Somerset,
yada.
a college of scholars and teachers showcasing the finest minds in Altmer society. Each Sapiarch is devoted to a single area of expertise, and together they maintain our age's greatest collection of knowledge. The Sapiarchs serve as the curators of the Crystal Tower, A pair of sapiarchs called the Tower Sentinels protect the 2 keys needed to open the way into the tower. We'll need their help eventually. First, though, the Proxy Queen. The Crystal Tower is a manifestation of ancient and powerful magic, as well as a symbol for the Altmer. Its presence protects Somerset. The Sea Slode used me to weaken that protection, making their invasion possible. Beyond that, there are rumors. The kind that make me wary of allowing either the Sea Slode or the Daedric princes to possess its power. Legends say that the Crystal Tower exists in every planar realm at the same time. It literally connects every reality.
Oh, great. Another existential threat. Alright, this actually might be a good place to wrap it up for now. Onward to World of Warcraft, right? So, what did we accomplish? Well, we gained at least 1 CP, 1 champion point, and knocked out a few let's use the exact verbiage here. Zone guide. Right. So these are the Somerset Zone story quests. Knocked at least one of those out. They tend to give champion points and, of course, skill points. Gain the skill point. I mean, at this point, my guy's pretty much set up for what I'm doing with them. I don't really need more skill points, but at some point I'm sure I will. So, whatever. Anyways, another champion point closer to max. And we'll pick this up later. Right, so I'm going to take a little break, wrap this up. And we'll be back on to play some WoW, and then at around 1700... we'll play some Divinity. Right. Thank you, Twitch viewers. Appreciate y'all. Dragon Slayer out.